on the Cho again, right? I mean, that's another big question because you talked about it. One Feathered Airstrike takes Skylar to basically half health, if not 1/4 at this point. So we're jumping back into the game here. Massive lead for Echo. Still looking to close this series out here. RRQ trying to hold on to keep this series going to Game 5, but at this point, it's looking bleak. Anything that sticks out here, Wolf, in terms of the items and how they can help here for RRQ?
I think the lack of the blade armor on Karina, they only have it on Vin. I think they need to against the Claw. That's the natural way to kind of counter it. While on the side of Echo, you have 2 blade armors on 2 frontliners, Kartis and Yawi. What this does is to really nullify Skylar even more. He's even like, he's already scared about like the damage output and the initiations coming out from Echo, but even his unstoppable, you know, uncontrollable damage that you take out from the Earth is going to be a threat.
I think the biggest way they stay in this game is have another moment where they somehow get the Lord here.
Benny's there. Oh,
with the Truncheon! With the Truncheon! He managed to survive for a little bit longer, allowing Sanford to actually turn this around onto Vin's head. They find the trade, it's not worth it, but Yaoi still has a way of the dragon. They can do something with this called TZ in the middle of the fight. He's absorbing damage, and now pinning the R7 against the wall. He's trying to get on out of there immediately. This might have just turned.
They know where Benny is.
Oh, do they know where Benny is? No. He's going to recall out of there. He's going to be fine, but this buys a little bit more time for RRQ and Echo. They see what's going on. Now, because of the recalls, they're threatening the Lord. They've checked the brushes. They know nobody is there, and even Clay making sure that there is no angle for Yaoi to get on in.
Look at Benny.
It's going to come down to a 50-50 here. Albert versus Carl teasing. No. They reset it. Sanford is threatening Clay. Whoa. Okay, yo, Clay, you're getting too low. He's about to die, and Sanford flippers for it as the rest of the team looks to push on forward.
Oh, they're going to get pushed out of the base here. You saw Benny Cutie also pushing that mid lane. They have to respond, and this could, because of those decisions and Clay being down, Echo now in a position to take the Lord.
Way of the Dragon already onto R7, can split, saving him.
Oh.
No, the Feathered Airstrike from Sanji, able to take him out. Sanford is on fire. Albert locked against the wall. Occult Altar already popped. They're resetting the Lord just against the middle of this fight. Skylar, he's trying his best to dish out damage, but those blade armors are making a difference. The Queen's Call isn't enough, and Sanford gets his ult again. Clay has to get on out of there. Ghostbusters ain't enough, and Sanford is going to slowly make his way forward. He takes on one, and now the end is nigh. Albert is still on the run. Can they do anything about this?
Oh no!
With so many minions on this side, Yaoi is already down. Pulling on already on Benny QT, but Benny has done it! Wow, a game to make history. Once again, the Filipino dynasty goes on. The grand finals has been set. Echo loud, Echo proud. GG, well played.
The storm cannot be contained in this series, and a force to be reckoned with here. This Echo squad, definitely Echo loud, Echo proud. And it's a sad day for the fans of RRQ in Indonesia, as unfortunately they won't make it to the grand final here in M4.
Let me teach you a word that doesn't exist once again. Endable.
Endable.
It's not in the dictionary, but at least in Echo's vocabulary there is. They knew the call. There were so minions out there, ushered by Benny Cutie. And when RRQ looked at that, gonna have to give it to Clay. He defended that well with Ghost Bursters, but in the end, Benny Cutie found the opening. He went out with the BMI, got back in with the help of Carl TZ, and the last HP of the minion allowed them to push that one back, and Echo goes to the finals because of that.
Now, they say their final farewells. That is RRQ, but you have your second grand finalist making their way down the stage. It's Echo from the Philippines.
The kingdom has fallen, Echo securing in the last grand final slot. And again, a rematch back from the MPL Philippines Season 10. It's going to be the defending world champions, Blacklist International, versus Echo.
Even when you look at that last match, RRQ didn't have the right to kind of be strong even in the latter portions of the game. We said that they had to end it by 10 minutes. We said that their power spike is going to be just dawning afterwards. But RRQ, Hoshi fought valiantly. It's just that in the end, Echo's better draft in the late game and better decisioning just was so good. And Sansan, even when they're like the rookies here, they're very young. They are performing as if they're veterans here.
It's not like every game that Echo plays, it's not one player that carries that game, right? Yes, there might be the MVP for, you know, whoever on that squad. Lastly, it was Sanford, but now you have this game where Sanji popped off and then Sanford picking up again throughout the game. That's the biggest problem. Even for the defending champions, Blacklist International, they know this. They've had a taste of this even yesterday. And you remember